This is Bogey. Enjoy the video.
Oh, no! Let's go. This is an insane game. Dude, they can't even escape their home base. That's crazy. There's no way. 166,000 damage with 20 KOs in a Masters game.
Hey everyone, this is Bogey. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different from my usual videos. So instead of just showing gameplay, I will be commentating highlights, talking through my plays throughout the game, and sharing why I chose this Pokemon to main Pokemon Unite. As you can see here, right here at the start, they actually sent 3 people in my top lane trying to shut me down early. Most of the time, this kind of invade can completely ruin your lane if you fall behind too fast. But somehow, I managed to survive the pressure and even pick up 2 early KOs almost immediately. That gave me a huge experience boost and let me stay in the game instead of getting bullied out of my lane. After that, I just focused on farming safely, staying alive, and building up my levels. By the time we hit close to the 8-minute mark, I was actually ahead of their mid player in levels, which is crazy considering how rough the start looked. This is one of the reasons why I love playing Gardevoir. If you survive the early game and get rolling, the damage could completely take over the match. Just like in this situation here, where I almost KO'd the enemy Frogadier and forced him to use his eject button. That immediately made him back off and stop pressuring our team, even while the other 2 players were still hard pushing our lane. Gardevoir's high damage output creates situations where the enemy team is forced to use their eject buttons because they're afraid of getting KO'd. Here I prioritized farming enough experience to reach level 9 so I wouldn't get stuck at level 8. That way I could unlock my Unite move and bam! Successfully push the lane and KO these 2 people. After breaking the goal zone, I immediately rotated to the nearest objective and helped my team secure it. Once I dealt enough damage and contributed to the fight, I headed back to base and started rotating up toward the top lane again. As I was heading to the top lane, I noticed the Greninja was about to break our tier 1 goal zone, so I immediately took the opportunity to farm enough experience to reach level 10. I knew that the extra damage boost from leveling up would help me secure the top objective from the Greninja. There will be definitely times when you miss your side shocks, just like I did here. In this situation though, I wasn't too worried because my Charizard X teammate was going crazy with the 3 KO streak.
You have to be a Charizard X to do that.
I noticed my Machamp was getting pressured by Scizor, so I saw the perfect opportunity to use my Unite move again. Scizor is the kind of Pokemon that can heal through fights and sometimes feel almost impossible to take down if you let it stay in combat too long. Unfortunately, we weren't able to push this lane and 3 of my teammates got KO'd, so I had to back off and start fighting from a safer distance since I'm running a ranged Pokemon.
You're in trouble!
Around this time, our team was in a good position and was popping off KOing almost everyone in the enemy team. And now with Regieleki on our side, we were basically unstoppable. The aftermath of Greninja's ult stunned me and completely locked me out of my moves, leaving me unable to defend myself. Even with the support next to me, Gardevoir is still vulnerable to Greninja's Unite move and follow-up damage. But it was worth it at the end because we managed to break the tier 2 goal zone and keep our pressure going. When Scizor jumped me, I had to use everything at my disposal to take Scizor down. That final boosted auto attack ended up saving me and gave me time to prevent the enemy team from potentially taking the middle objective. One thing that often gets overlooked in Pokemon Unite is farming. Leveling up gives you more damage, more HP for survivability, and it also prevents the enemy team from invading and taking the farm on your side of the map. I started prioritizing getting close to level 14 so I could stop the enemy team from pushing any further. This is where things get really exciting. Right as I drop my Unite move, this is the most craziest part, I hit level 14 at the perfect moment, giving me that extra damage boost I needed. From there, I was able to completely wipe the enemy team and turn the fight in our favor. Once we saw that basically the whole enemy team was wiped off the map, we immediately rotated to the middle objective and started burning it down. One of the responsibilities of a mid player is to help secure the central objective. I started to retreat from Azumarill because I know how strong that Pokemon can be in a fight. I was hoping to grab the healing berry and get out, but unfortunately Azumarill ended up stealing it, so I had to rotate back toward my teammates so they could help support me. Thankfully, I had good teammates who came back and were able to give me the support I needed as a ranged Pokemon, and I was able to take out 2 of the enemies. At this point, I was just having fun and laughing because I knew my team had already won the game decisively.
No! Go. This is an insane game.
Here, I was just damage farming for fun. I couldn't help myself.
I'm wrecking them.
It's honestly criminal watching the enemy team get locked inside their base like that.
Dude, they can't even escape their home base. That's crazy. There's no way.
Time's up.
I ended the game with 166,000 damage and 20 KOs. This was one of my best performances using Gardevoir in a ranked Masters game.
You win.
166,000 damage with 20 KOs in a Masters game.
Thanks for watching some Gardevoir gameplay with me. I had a lot of fun trying something different with commentary, so let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future.